Jonathan, and I'm here to talk to you about Monarch und Stallion. This is a piece that was created in using GIMP and Affinity Illustrator or Affinity Designer. It was initially it was a 1200 by 700 pixel image. So it was like taking this image of the car. Well, first of all, we'll start with the car. This is actually two pieces. This is the two pieces involved in it are the woman and the car. This was not found this is not found together. And basically, what inspired this was I initially designed an album cover for one of my demos on Mixcloud with a woman standing next to a Rolls Royce. And the idea of it, I had somebody ask me if I could blow it up for them, and just without my logo in the background. And I said, there's no way I could possibly recreate that. I can't find the image, I can't find anything, and then I can't blow it up because it would look pixelated as hell. So I decided to just try to create a new one. This was kind of an experiment on just trying to see if I could get this to work and as large as it is. Now, if you look at it close up, it is not absolutely perfect, and the third panel over here does have some staining from the glue, from the adhesive, but I can simply just reprint it because it's all in PDF, and then just replace that panel with a new one, and all at like $30. So the challenges of that was, first of all, was working with a Mac that had low memory. So I mean, it's not low memory, but in order to work with something that large, you're gonna need like a lot of memory to run those programs, and it was challenged a little bit to its max without getting the upgrade, which that's another story we'll have to talk about later. But working with that, getting the image to being able to edit the image, I had to turn it into a drawing. So technically it's a drawing. It doesn't look like one, it looks like a photograph, which it technically kind of is, but after getting the image, I had to alter it in a way where it would turn it from a raster to a vector. So some of the shapes and lines and stuff in here, so that they weren't like blocky. So it's not going to turn it into like a blocky image, because otherwise it wouldn't be frameable. So then there was the challenge of cutting this up and making it large enough, because it's a 72 by 36 inch. These are framed in 24 by 36 inch frames. So it was cutting it up in the right spot. It's not absolutely perfect. On this side, it's actually missing quite a bit of the door, probably about 2 inches. But that's fine. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought. But it had to be, it was supposed to be a little bit more white space on either side. The image was actually supposed to be a little bit smaller, but it turned out well. It turned out desirable. And I actually, once I got it done, I actually preferred this to the work that you might see on my cover page of Facebook. It's the initial image I took whenever I first created this piece. Going back to the sections, like I said, the woman is a stock image that was pulled, and she's sitting on nothing. So I decided, well, why don't I just put her on a Rolls Royce? So I found a Rolls Royce. Couldn't find anything that was super large, so I found the biggest one I could at that time. I really wasn't looking that hard for it, so I found something. I think it was like maybe 1200 pixels or something like that. And but it was sizable. I was able to work with it. And then by the time that I got it into GIMP, I was able to turn it to posterize it using some trippy stuff that the computer does to alter the image, and so that it's printable, and also adjusted the brightness and contrast so that it gives it an effect, and it's also grayscale. Color printing would have cost a bunch more money, and you've seen a lot more of the mistakes in it. This hides any mistakes or any imperfections that may have been due to pre-press. So that kind of discusses that. The frames, they came from Target. I was trying to look for something that I could get really quick, and I was willing to pay for it. The frames are about $20 a piece, and they come with an acrylic, which you can peel off. It's not glass, but you don't want to scratch it. It's has a protective backing on both sides of it, so that when you buy it, it's protected until you peel the film off both sides of the acrylic. It's really thin, and it goes over the top, and it works great. And for the cost, it was wonderful. I'd say that each panel was about $30. The frames were about $20, and the poster board. I was initially going to do it on foam board, but foam board was prohibitive. It was kind of hard to find 24 by 36-inch foam board. So, but poster board was a lot easier to find and way cheaper. I think I got it bought some from the dollar store for about $1. Imagine finding something for $1 at the dollar store. But anyway, that's what the images are backed on. You may have seen the image, the time-lapse photography of me working in my basement, getting the images matted, and then getting them suited for framing. I didn't show a video of the cutting or the framing because I didn't think that was necessary. Once you get it on the backer board that you want to get it on, and cutting it and framing it is just common sense. You're gonna match it to the frame and frame it. In any case, it was a wonderful piece. It was great to work on. I loved it. I love doing it, and it wound up not being super complex. I wanted something I could do quick, a week turnaround, and then something that if I mess something up, I could just get it reprinted. You do a painting or a drawing or something like that, you mess it up, you probably pretty much have to do it over. As a commercial artist, I don't like to do that. I just like to, if I mess something up, I like to be able to fix it on the fly. And the other inspiration for this, which I forgot to mention earlier, was that it reminds me of a billboard. It's like an oversized billboard, and you can put text there, you can put anything. Most of my college experience at Washburn University was in commercial 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional art. My goal at that time was to try to become an art director or a designer for some company doing pieces like this that otherwise didn't exist. So that's a little bit of the explanation of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the journey. If you have any questions about the posters or making your own or anything about it, just put a message in the comments. Call me, whatever you want to do, and we'll talk about it. And anyway, this is Chris Johnson with Monarch and Stallion, and it's been a great few weeks getting this done. So we'll finally finish, and we'll see you guys later.